Konnichiwa, hello and welcome. This is Roy at Ninjas190, and today I will be reviewing the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Shao Kahn figure. And this is a really cool, mean-looking figure, and I got some things to say about him, so let's get started. And now, here we have the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Shao Kahn figure right before us in all of his evil Emperor of Outworld glory. As you can see, this is a well-sculpted, well-detailed figure, and as you can see, he is wearing his base outfit from the Mortal Kombat 11 fighting game. He's wearing his typical samurai looking skull helmet. As you can see, he is wearing his shoulder armor right there that is obviously strapped to his torso with this, I would say, like vest piece he's wearing. We're more used to seeing Shao Kahn wear like crisscross straps across his back, but yeah, this is kind of like one whole, like sort of like almost like a slip over piece he's wearing, sort of. We can see he is wearing one silver armor arm gauntlet piece right there. This Shao Kahn is also, I would say, a little bit more lizard-like and mutated dragon-like rather than human, because yeah, you can see those sort of like spiky protrusions coming out of his arm and stuff. We can also see he's very muscular. Shao Kahn is a very tall villain character that you probably wouldn't want to cross paths with. So anyway, he is also wearing silver shin and instep leg armor there, and he also is wearing these armored knee guards, and he is wearing his armored skirted sash there with some red roping coming right around it right there, with some very cool looking silver tip pieces right there. And of course, you know, getting into articulation, the head can look up about that much, we can look down about that much, we can look right, we can look left, we can also rotate the head all the way around a full 360 if we choose to. And instead of his helmet having his usual, I would say, very Gundam looking V-fin that he usually wears, we kind of have like almost like these sort of like metal horns coming out of his helmet at the top. So we have that, and like I said, his helmet is very samurai like. Articulation, like I said, articulation in the arms. His shoulders are on a ratchet hinge swivel joint, so we can move them out about that much, we can move them back in about that much, we can also rotate them all the way around a full 360 like so. Same is true with the other arm. We do have a bicep swivel that is tight, but it is doable, as you can see. So we can swivel that bicep like so. Same is true with the other arm, but is hindered by his shoulder armor. We have a double joint elbow hinge in the elbows, of course, and we can bend them back. Same is true with the other arm, and we can bend it back. And as you can all see, this figure comes with his Wrath Hammer, gilded in gold. As you can see, we can see a very silvery, nice looking Mortal Kombat dragon emblem on there on the middle of his Wrath Hammer, but it's just kind of hard to get in focus. But yeah, that is the Mortal Kombat dragon emblem that we're all familiar with by this point. For those of you who grew up with Mortal Kombat, including me, his wrists are on swivel hinges, so we can swivel those hands all the way around a full 360, and we can bend those wrists forward and back, so we can kind of do like he's taunting his enemies, like, it's official, you suck, foolish mortal, prepare to die, all that stuff. And we also do have a hinge here, but it's like really hard to see, so I'm really not going to demonstrate that. For his waist articulation, we do have a cut at the torso, so we do kind of sort of have an ab crunch, but it's not very much because it's hindered by the sculpt. But we could pretend he's Havoc and swivel him a full 360 like so. Alrighty. And we do have a butterfly style hinge joint in his hips, so we can bring them out about that much. I'm going to take them off the stand. We can bring them in about that much. We can kick forward about this much and back about that much. Same is true with the other leg, but as you can see, it is very hindered by his skirted armor sash pieces, as you can see. So it is doable, but it is very stiff. As far as knee articulation, we do have a double hinge joint in those knees, so we can bend them all the way down and then back up, because Shao Kahn is not about to go on his knees for nobody, unless like Earthrealm warriors kick his butt, which technically always happens. But anyway, foot articulation, the ankles can rock forward and back on a hinge joint. Same is true with the other foot. We can also swivel it all the way around a full 360. Although, if you do that, just keep in mind that the ankle swivel or the ankle hinge does tend to come out of place, and you do have to finagle it to get that back in place, but it's doable. And we also have toe articulation, so we do have hinge joints in the toe area of this figure, and also he comes with a stand. So you put his stand down, you got these two peg holes on the bottom of his feet, and what you do is you just peg him right on into a stand, and he, well, stands. Technically, that's what his stand is for, in case you didn't know. That's why it's called a stand, because it just helps this figure to stand. But can he stand on its own? Yeah, these figures can stand on their own, as you can see, but yeah, it's kind of difficult without the stand, because, like, yeah, he's standing up okay without a stand, but I'm just gonna put him on a stand for, you know, good measure. But anyway, that pretty much wraps it up for this review, and I will be getting into my final verdict, giving this figure a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability. So let's get to it. And now for my final verdict on the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Shao Kahn here, based on detail, articulation, and playability. The question is it official? Does he suck? Or is this figure pulling off a flawless victory? Let's find out once I give this figure a drum roll, please. Based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give this figure a solid flawless victory score of 5 out of 5 stars. Why? Although, yeah, the joints are a bit stiff, I do have to say that. But I'm not taking any points off, because this is a, well, at least supposed to be a budget-friendly line, so there will be some compromises. So I'm really not going to be taking off any points for stiff joints or articulation being hindered by any various sculpts or parts of the figure. So that's not going to be the case here. Detail wise, this figure is solid. He does capture the very essence of Shao Kahn's look from the Mortal Kombat 11 game, looking really nice, and I really like this figure. Articulation with this figure is it's not perfect, but it's definitely good for what it is. It is definitely solid, especially for the price tag you're paying. And as far as playability, how well does this figure hold together without a bunch of pieces popping off? It holds together very well. So you can battle with other figures. You can go, head to head in Mortal Kombat with other figures with this figure. You could do a bunch of different crossover battles with figures from other franchises. Like, if you want to have Shao Kahn fight Goku, you can. So, and you don't really have to worry about this figure falling apart. So that's a definite plus. So I definitely have to give this figure a pass. And as always, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And then to wrap things up, stay safe, take care, God bless, and peace out.